You may have heard this when people say fans don't cool spaces, fans cool people. So, when people say fans don't cool spaces, fans cool people, that is either immediately preceded by or succeeded by turn off the fan, right? So it is important to understand not just the what, but the why and the how. When someone tells you to turn off the fan when you leave the room because fans cool people, not spaces, you should understand what they mean. They are specifically talking about fans that help cool you down by gently whisking away the air next to your skin that your sweat has evaporated into, right? They are specifically talking about fans that help cool you down by gently whisking away the air next to your skin that your sweat has evaporated into and bringing in fresh air so more of your sweat can evaporate. When sweat evaporates, it takes away a lot of heat from your body, which cools you down. It is important to know this how and why. Don't blindly turn off all fans when you leave a room. You wouldn't turn off a computer processor fan just because you left the room. So, why would you turn off the basement exhaust fan? The fan has a specific purpose and it is not to cool you down. It is to, surprise, surprise, exhaust air out of the basement. Of course, you already knew this, but that's not the point. The point is, we have way too much to remember in our daily lives that we have taken these heuristics. But the problem is that often these pithy words of wisdom become harmful without context, right? So it's important to keep things in context, not just the what, but also the how and the why, right? So the structure here is heuristic, goes to mechanism, goes to boundary condition, goes to failure modes of decontextualized rules, right? The core insight here is abstract loss or abstraction loss. When fans cool people, not spaces, when that little pithy comment gets passed around and the why gets stripped out, so all you've left is a rule that pattern matches the word fan rather than the function being performed. The processor fan and the basement exhaust fan are both fans, but neither of them do evaporative cooling assistance. So the rule does not apply to them. The rule was never about fans, it's about a specific thermodynamic mechanism, right? So every heuristic has a domain of validity. Fans cool people, not spaces, is valid exactly when A, the fan is moving air across skin, and B, evaporation is the cooling mechanism. Step outside of the domain and the heuristic becomes noise at best and harmful at worst. So some other examples: feed a cold, starve a fever, right? It has plausible physiological basis, but people applying it without knowing what the basis is means it breaks down. Another one: drink 8 glasses of water a day. It's a simplified rule that ignores body size, activity, climate, food water content, and all that stuff. So another one is don't swim after eating, almost entirely a myth, right? It sounds true, but it's not. So the risk of not knowing why, right? So if you either over apply the rule, such as turn off the exhaust fan, or you can't adapt when circumstances change. So the idea is you should, I'm not saying don't follow the rule, right? But understand how and why the rules are in place. Okay, it's not because someone in authority said it, and it's not because just because. Okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.